Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here to help make sense of all the noise, especially when things get, well, let's just say really loud.
Hmm.
And heading into the holiday season, for so many in business, loud feels like a massive understatement.
Absolutely.
So today, our whole mission is about cutting through that noise, not by being louder, but by, standing out authentically. We're diving deep into something social selling expert Brenda Sturr puts so well. Dial up the personality in your holiday selling.
Hmm.
Her insights are, I think, especially powerful for direct sellers, particularly women over 40, trying to build real connections during this crazy rush.
It's so true. Your audience this time of year, they're not just seeing a few ads. It's more like a digital blizzard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sales, pop-ups, countdowns,
Well, yeah.
and honestly, enough glitter to make a reindeer dizzy.
Ha! Definitely.
And what Brenda Sturr and others, too, really nail is that the usual reaction for sellers is just go full promo mode.
Right. Shout louder.
Oh.
Exactly. But here's the thing, the sort of counterintuitive bit.
Mm-mm.
People don't buy because you're the loudest or you have the biggest discount. They buy because they like you, because they will trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Your audience is probably scrolling to escape the holiday chaos,
Yeah, for a break.
It's not to feel like they just stumbled into some frantic mall kiosk.
Hey.
So the real insight here is when you bring in your genuine personality, you build connection. And that connection, that's what drives conversion. It makes you memorable.
That difference, pushing products versus actually connecting, that really is the secret sauce people miss, isn't it?
It is.
Brenda Sturr really hammers this home. It's not about chasing perfection or using intense pressure.
No.
It's about being, and I love this phrase she uses, sparkly, sassy, and unapologetically authentic.
Yes, it's so good.
It just feels like such a breath of fresh air compared to all the aggressive tactics out there. And I bet a lot of you listening feel that struggle, right? Trying to be heard, feeling like just another voice in this huge holiday chorus. What do you think is the biggest block people hit when they try to actually do this more personal thing?
That's a really great question.
Right.
Because it sounds easy, doesn't it? Just be yourself.
Right. Simple.
But in practice,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of sellers find it hard. We're often taught, especially in business, to show this polished, almost, sterile version of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Professional.
Yeah, exactly. There's this fear maybe of being unprofessional or turning someone off. But Brenda Sturr's work reminds us that's actually where the power is. So the biggest hurdle, often it's just our own inner critic, the voice telling us to hide the quirks, the real-life stuff. But it's those authentic moments that make the difference between, say, purely transactional selling, just shouting discounts, and relational selling, building actual rapport. Authenticity, like Brenda Sturr advocates, helps sellers build trust, familiarity, turning those casual scrollers into loyal customers.
And especially during the holidays.
Exactly. When everyone's overloaded and maybe kind of craving genuine connection, those personal touches, they hit different. They make you stand out in that sea of sameness.
Mm-hmm.
It's realizing that vulnerability, maybe ironically, is actually a strength that builds real trust.
That totally clicks. Authenticity isn't a weakness. It's like your superpower.
Precisely.
Okay, so if we know personality sells, the million-dollar question is, how do we do it, without feeling fake or cheesy?
Yeah.
How do we weave our actual selves into holiday selling without becoming, I don't know, a walking Christmas meme?
Right. Avoid the meme trap.
This is where it gets really interesting, looking at 5 practical, actionable strategies from Brenda Sturr's playbook. Real ways to bring your full festive self out.
Exactly. And these aren't just vague ideas. They're designed to help you create stuff that makes your audience genuinely, laugh and nod along.
Mm-hmm.
So they remember you and what you offer way more than just another, 25% off ends tonight graphic. It's about making a lasting impression.
Okay, let's get into the first one. Tell holiday stories. And this isn't just about random anecdotes. It's sharing your real life, bringing people in.
Yeah.
Think about those relatable moments, right? Trying to make those perfect Pinterest cookies that turn into, well, sugar hockey pucks.
For men there.
Or your elf on the shelf fails, or maybe just wrapping gifts with leftover Amazon boxes because that's what you have. Like a post could be, tried the Pinterest cookies, failed, ended up with sugar hockey pucks. Anyone else just default to Costco and call it a win.
Love it.
It works because people see you as a person navigating the same holiday stuff they are, not just someone trying to sell them something.
And if you zoom out a bit, storytelling is, it's ancient, right? It's one of the best ways to humanize your brand, make it stick. When you share these real stories,
Hmm.
funny mess-ups, traditions, whatever, you're not just giving info, you're creating empathy, shared experience. Our brains are literally wired for stories. They release oxytocin, that bonding hormone, builds trust.
Hmm.
People are just way more likely to engage with and remember something that made them chuckle or feel seen or even just reminisce than some flat ad. It builds that connection bridge Brenda Stir talks about. So crucial.
Okay, number 2 is about having some fun. Create a holiday persona. This is leaning into like a playful alter ego just for the season.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, you could be the sassy elf for the hot cocoa hype woman, maybe the holiday hype fairy, sprinkling deals around. Brenda Stir herself gives the example of going live each week as Brenda the Blitzen boss, antlers optional, she says, counting down top must-haves.
That's brilliant. It creates anticipation, right? It
It
gives your
is.
audience something to actually look forward to.
Yeah.
When they know Brenda the Blitzen boss or whoever is coming, they're not just expecting a sales pitch. It's more like an event, entertainment. They should genuinely kind of smile when they see your name pop up.
Right.
And that consistent, unique theme,
Mm.
it makes you stand out in a super crowded feed, much more likely to grab and keep their attention. It shows creativity, playfulness,
Hmm.
really endearing things that build loyalty. Gives them a reason to tune in, not just think about buying.
Okay, moving to number 3. Brenda Stir really points to the power of holiday-themed content hooks. Basically, putting a fun, festive spin on your usual stuff.
Make it catchy.
Exactly. So instead of just gift guide, maybe something like, gifts so good, you might keep them for yourself. I mean, who hasn't felt that?
But
Or maybe for the slightly competitive types, what to buy your sister-in-law who you secretly want to outgift.
Ooh, sassy. I like it.
Right. And for practical stuff, stocking stuffers under $20 that don't feel cheap, these just grab you immediately.
They really do. These hooks are great because they make your audience feel something. A little chuckle, a nod, a mental yes, girl.
Yeah.
That's the magic. Generic titles just poof, vanish in the noise.
Yeah.
But clever framing that hits an emotion or a relatable holiday struggle, it jumps out. It shows you get their holiday reality, creates that instant bond, makes them want to click. It's about interrupting the scroll, but like in a good way.
Okay, next up, and Brenda Stir really emphasizes this one, feature you in your content. She argues pretty strongly that people don't just want stock photos or endless Canva graphic.
They want the real person.
Yes, they want to see you holding your favorite product in your actual kitchen.
Yep.
You wrapping orders, maybe Diet Coke in hand, Santa hat crooked,
Love that visual.
or even doing a behind-the-scenes shipping day, holiday playlist blasting. Her big tip, messy works, real life sells.
You know, this brings up such an important point about like perfectionism versus just being real. We see all these perfect curated lives online, right? And there's this pressure, especially maybe for women in business, to look completely polished.
Totally.
But what Brenda Stir's work really shows is that genuine authenticity. It builds way deeper trust than some manufactured perfection. When you show your real self, maybe a bit frazzled, a bit imperfect, dealing with the same stuff as your audience, they see you as, well, genuine, trustworthy.
Relatable.
They connect with the human behind the brand. They're buying into you and your story, maybe even more than the product itself. Embracing the messy is about being relatable, and that's a much stronger sales tool than perfect staging.
And these insights from Brenda Stir, they don't just stop once someone buys, right? Her 5th strategy is add holiday personality to your customer experience.
Oh, this is crucial.
Yeah, infusing your charm after the sale across the whole journey. Think about like fun thank you notes. You just made this elf do a happy dance order confirmed.
Cute.
Or little packaging inserts. Warning, opening this package may cause excessive joy and spontaneous squealing. Even just personalizing customer messages. Just packed your order while jamming to Michael Bublé. You're basically holiday royalty now. It's just fantastic stuff.
What's so interesting here is how extending that personality beyond the first sale really deepens the whole relationship.
Right.
These aren't just like little extras. These small, thoughtful, fun touches. They create a memorable, personalized experience. It's more than just the product. It turns a transaction into like an event, something people remember fondly, maybe even talk about.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Exactly. It fosters loyalty,
Right.
makes customers feel genuinely valued, and seriously increases the chance of repeat business and referrals. It cements that personal connection, Brenda Stir says, is so key for long-term success. Turns customers into actual fans.
Okay, so we've got these 5 amazing strategies, all thanks to Brenda Stir's insights. Let's make it even more real now. What does this actually look like for your specific efforts?
Yeah, let's get practical.
Like, what are some sassy, actionable things you can do right now, whether you sell products or you're building an email list or maybe hosting an online party?
Right. These are like little blueprints pulled straight from those strategies that you can use immediately. Infuse that personality we've been discussing. Make your holiday stuff successful, sure, but also genuinely fun for everyone.
Okay, so if you sell products, maybe go live one morning in your cozy robe, showing off last-minute gift sets. It feels real, inviting.
Love that. Very relatable.
Or create a 12 days of me countdown.
Yeah.
One product a day, but tie it to a personal story, a holiday memory.
Nice personal touch.
And definitely, because everyone loves a laugh, post a holiday blooper reel. You trying, maybe failing hilariously to film content, shows your human side.
Yes. These things work so well because they make the products feel relatable and you, the seller, feel approachable.
Totally removes that stiffness.
Exactly. That barrier between product and person. By showing the human behind it all, you're doing exactly what Brenda Stur says sells. Building that authentic connection. It's showing value in a warm, personal way, not just a cold sale.
Okay, and what if you're focused on building an email list? Brenda Stur has some great ideas there, too, to make it feel festive, not like a chore.
Yeah, list building can feel dry sometimes.
Right, so maybe run a fun freebie campaign, like 12 days of tips or a sassy holiday survival guide, maybe even the direct seller's naughty list.
Clever.
And definitely jazz up those subject lines. Get some cheeky cheer in there, slay my name, or let's get lit by the tree, maybe you plus me plus a little holiday magic. So much better than the usual stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Those creative, personality-packed hooks. They're brilliant for open rates, engagement. Makes list building actually fun and way more effective.
Right.
I mean, think about your inbox during the holidays. It's drowning in generic promos. You're way more likely to open something that makes you smile or curious or promises some humor than just another bland sale now on email. It's about building a list of people who actually want to hear from you because you offer more than just stuff. You offer an experience, a personality.
And finally, if you're hosting an online party, the advice is simple. Theme it up.
Yes. Make it an event.
Brenda Stur suggests things like a wine plus rat party, maybe a holiday happy hour, or even, I love this one, the cookie crumbles party.
Fun.
And kick it off with a great icebreaker,
Yeah.
like, what's the weirdest gift you've ever received? She says that gets instant engagement, and I totally see why.
That festive, interactive vibe Brenda Stur talks about is gold. It builds community, breaks down those awkward sales walls. When people are laughing, connecting, sharing stories, they're just more relaxed, more open to what you're offering. It turns what could be a stilted sales thing into a real social gathering. Connections happen, and sales often just follow naturally from that good vibe. Create an environment people actually want to hang out in.
Now, Brenda Stur anticipates something here. She knows a lot of you listening might hear all this and think, but I'm not that funny, or wow, I'm not creative enough for that.
Yeah, that self-doubt creeps in.
And she says, and I completely co-sign this, let me stop you right there. You don't need to be some holiday movie star. You just need to show up as you. The you in cozy socks, messy bun, maybe glitter on your cheek. The you who couldn't find the scissors and used kitchen shears for wrapping. The you who loves this season but is also, let's be real, totally wiped out by it.
That feeling, that simple, powerful idea, that's what really ties all of Brenda Stur's wisdom together, I think.
Yeah.
That realness.
Yeah.
That's what your audience connects with. That's what they'll genuinely love. And bottom line, that's what sells. Especially now when everyone's drowning in info and just craving something authentic. It's not about faking a persona. It's about amplifying the amazing, relatable person you already are. Makes it such a powerful, doable approach for anyone.
So the core message we've really pulled from Brenda Stur's guidance today, it's simple, but kind of revolutionary. You are the brand. Period.
You're the brand, babe.
Holiday selling isn't just about inventory. It's about who's behind the screen, the real, maybe imperfect, but joyful human being. So this holiday season, don't shrink back. Let your real joy, your unique sass, your authentic sparkle come through. It's honestly your most valuable asset.
Absolutely. And think about this. If you really dial up that personality, your people won't just buy. They'll remember you long after the tinsel is gone and the music fades. Consider how building that deep, authentic connection now during this crazy season can actually become year-round loyalty, real advocacy for your brand. It's not just a holiday trick. It's building a foundation for lasting relationships, a truly resilient business.